relax, be cool. Cause if you don't, you'll act like a fool, so be cool.
Hey guys, welcome to Get Busy Watching. I'm your host, Honest Dan. Let's talk movies. David Leitch, a martial artist and former stunt double for the likes of Matt Damon and more prominently, Brad Pitt. He has since gone on to be a director. You may not know his name, but you definitely know his work. ATOMIC Blonde, Deadpool 2, and yep, that's it. No other movie worth talking about. Boy, that makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? Visceral stunt-centric movies as made by a former stuntman? Because of course. You know what though? Sometimes I prefer that. I mean, look at Chad Stahelski. That man was a former stuntman turned director, and he would go on to direct a few obscure titles that you may not have heard of called John Wick.
But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Always trust that a stunt guy's film will be awesome. Except you, no one cared about you! But I cared about this one. A star-studded cast, quirky action, and one hell of a gimmick. I'm excited to talk about it, so let's talk about it. This is my honest opinion of Bullet Train. Brad Pitt is codename Ladybug. He boards a bullet train in Japan to steal a briefcase full of money. What he soon learns is that he's not the only one after this case, which belongs to the ruthless Russian Yakuza leader, White Death. Soon, the situation spirals royally out of control as more and more passengers on the train are revealed to be assassins with their own agendas and are all connected in some way.
Will ruin your life the way you ruin mine.
Dude, I don't even know you!
Yep, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. It's got everything. Laughs, violence, great fight scenes, and sometimes all rolled into one moment. Let's talk about the man of the hour himself, Brad Pitt. I loved him in this. The man almost never plays whiners, so to see him play a role like this is hilarious. It would be so easy for any other movie to squander this idea of an assassin who is trying not to kill anyone in a situation where everyone wants to kill him. All of his kills are by accident and get serious laughs. That's not to say that he's completely passive. Clearly, Ladybug is an experienced fighter and knows how to throw punches, defend himself, and improvise. The banter between characters is charming as hell, especially when he's fighting the Wolf, played by Bad Bunny, a Mexican assassin who thinks Ladybug killed his wife and men at his wedding. But Ladybug clearly doesn't remember him and just wants out of the fight.
Get me out of here!
Actually, that's another thing that I really appreciate about this movie. It's surprisingly tactical in how reserved and how these characters are introduced, and some of them don't even last that long. Which I find fascinating because there is time dedicated to their characters and setting up how they end up on the train or what they've been doing while already having been on the train. One would think that this would be anticlimactic, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that, but when these select characters show up and die, their fight scenes are so good and definitely add something to the narrative that do leave something of an impact. That's some skilled writing there. Ironic to say, as most of these scenes are all about the visual explanation rather than the spoken. It's as if this motion picture was treated as a visual medium. How about that crazy talk, y'all?
Oh, you're crazy.
Swinging back to the actors, they all do great. I mean, who do we have here? Joey King. See, girl? I knew you could do it. By the way, she's gonna be in the upcoming Bullet Train starring Brad Pitt. On those grounds alone, I have to see this. Never mind that it does look like a fun time. But I probably shouldn't expect her to be anything like she is here. Nah, she's pretty friggin' great here. In fact, her character, Prince, is among one of the more sadistic characters in the movie. She uses her age and obvious young girl aesthetic to her advantage to manipulate the other characters around her. It's King's best performance I've ever seen out of her. Oh yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry play twin brother assassins. I mean, I laugh, but the Alamer twins do exist, so what do I know about the biological possibilities of genetic anomalies? I didn't pay attention in science class. If I did, I wouldn't be imprisoned in the restaurant industry. Self-deprecating jokes are how I get through depression. Everyone's great in there in the acting department. That's all you need to know.
I love you. I love you too.
Are you guys gonna castrate me if I mention even a single problem that I might have with this movie? Yeah. How about we compromise? How about we agree that my one little problem is such a tiny nitpick that it honestly doesn't matter? Can I at least get a head start in running away and hiding out in the marshes? I just watched Where the Crawdads Sing, and if an 8-year-old girl can survive on her own out there, a 33-year-old man can do it too. No, I couldn't. But I am gonna be brave. I'm gonna be a big boy and tell you the one problem that I have with this movie. It has a slow start. Slow as molasses. To the point where I was afraid I was going to be bored throughout this entire thing. It spends just a little too much time on setting up some of the characters. Don't get me wrong. Once we break through that barrier, the movie is non-stop entertainment. And it's not like the setup isn't poorly done. In fact, a lot of it does play into the story later on. It's just that when the movie starts, it's hitting the ground running. The plot is getting a move on. And with its wonderful writing giving us all the information we need in short bursts, it's just strange that there's a strip of this first act that drags like a snail. The good news is, I imagine a second viewing will actually make that strip very tolerable, since you'll know how it affects things as they progress. Under those circumstances, it's hard to truly call it a negative. This was fun. A truly enjoyable action comedy that's as strange as it is engaging. Great acting, action, visuals, laughs, and top-notch writing and directing. If you're an action junkie, this is one you will not want to miss in theaters. My honest rating for Bullet Train, a 5 out of 5.
You sure you want to talk this out?
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy out there. Hope to see you soon.
Relax. Be cool. Face facts. You don't take time to sleep, eat, or drink, but just remember that it's later than you think. So be cool. Just relax. So be cool.